And what's going on, everyone? My name's Dom. It's Complete Circuit Podcast, episode 39. As you know, I got my good friend Joe here.
Hello.
And we have the wonderful Aaron.
Hello.
And no Mandy this week, but Kyle's fucking back.
Whoa.
Yep.
Here I am.
Yeah, don't forget, Kyle. You can swear now. It's all good.
I won't.
I know you won't. It's professional. You're trying to look good on the internet, but eventually you'll crack.
It'll come out.
Yeah.
Just let it ride.
No, I can't right now. Okay, so Kyle's gonna be a lot. So this has been one hell of a tech week. So I don't know who's been paying attention to the news this week.
Me.
But a lot of stuff. Aaron has been. But we got a lot of stuff. So we're gonna get right into it, guys. And Aaron, what you got for us first?
So we're going to start off with the biggest news right now, which is Apple versus Epic. We've covered it several times on the podcast, but the trial has officially started this past week. I believe it was about 4 days ago. I think they're taking breaks, so I don't know. But it was this week, regardless. So we're going to start talking about all of the crap that has come into light versus the trial. And some of those have come from the fact that some very sensitive documents that were only for trial purposes have been leaked into the public. And so now they are just public domain.
It's a lot. So, Aaron, do you want to walk us through so we're all kind of on the same page? Because I know you did a lot of research on this today. She found this channel, this legal guy, who's like going on rants, like way more ranty than even I do, and he went through like all this shit. It's been like it was like a whole thing. So, you want to just walk us through it, and we can kind of discuss afterwards?
Yeah. So anybody who's interested, his channel name is Hoeg Law, Hoeg. He is really cool because he's a law dude. I don't know that he was ranting about it, but he gives a really good take on the whole process because he covers like gaming stuff, not trying to promote other people, but it's really cool.
Yes.
So effectively, I don't even know where to begin because there's so much. So let's start at day one, which was May 3rd. So
if you had said that after she said the date, I would have died because that's they put the date on the thing.
Right.
You gotta cue up that sound effect in post editing. mute Kyle there, and then put that.
Okay. I'll move it around.
Oh my god, that's funny.
So day one was when the documents leaked, and in there we have new Fortnite skins.
Okay.
Don't know who really cares. It's not entirely important, but apparently there's gonna be Ariana Grande, Lady Gaga, The Rock.
Naruto? What does Naruto,
Perhaps
Samus, and The
Naruto.
Rock have to do with?
I have no idea, but it was within the documents of what was going on.
Okay.
Naruto's going to do some sort of fox dance.
Were they gonna ninja run while building like in the
Yes.
game? I don't. Okay.
Oh, that's actually pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I would like that.
I would too if I played.
That's great. That's great.
The best players are just twitching around anyway. You can't see anything. It doesn't matter.
Have you ever seen Fortnite played before, Joey? I know that's probably not like in your wheelhouse, but have you ever seen that game?
It's just like, hold on, I'm going to pick up some guns.
It's really weird. Yeah, and then suddenly, buildings come out of nowhere.
Yeah, I know. You build things and
And you shoot and you build.
I
and
hate that game.
Yeah, it's okay, but it's a whole thing. Let's
Okay,
keep going.
so
All right, a lot of characters. Clearly, these people, The Rock and Ariana Grande, etc., have signed off on it, or at least their representatives have, right? So
You
that's
would hope.
curious.
You
more
would
than
think so.
likely.
A lot of work goes
I guess
into
we'll find out as we dig deeper. I mean, that's weird, but I know there was. Yeah, that's. I don't know what the hell The Rock has to. What the fuck? You know what? No, go ahead. Just go. I'm gonna.
So all of that aside, there were also some emails that got out between Sony and Epic. What's his name? I've been hearing his name all week.
Bill Gates.
No, not Bill Gates. Although that was
That's
a huge.
news.
That was a huge news. That Oh my God! Tim Sweeney.
Yes. See, because every time I hear it, I think of Sweeney Todd. So I was like, of course I'll remember that one. And
Yeah.
then,
Demon
course I
Barber of
don't.
Epic.
yeah, that's great. So
Epic pies.
More skins.
some of the and
Yours is better. Keep going. I'm sorry.
Dom, I saw that you added this story to the podcast chat.
Yes.
Do you want to cover this section because Sony not liking crossplay is part of the thing from May 3rd?
Sure. Here, go ahead and pull up what you had there on from GameSpot. Let me.
Like, is it shorter and easier to read?
Well, I mean, more or less, yes, but I want to see exactly what's specifically there because I'm trying to remember that specific section. Emails attempt to secure Fortnite PlayStation crossplay revealed in emails with Sony. Oh my god, my eyes are garbage here. Hold on. Among disclosures revealed at the start of the trial, we saw a series of emails exchanged between Epic Games and Sony in 2018 related to Sony's reluctance to allow crossplay on its platforms. So that particular story, when it comes to Sony, doesn't like crossplay. That they're kind of going a little Apple with it, and they want money from like developers and what have you for them doing it because they feel like losing on a market share. But we'll get more into that a little bit later. Epic courted Sony with offers of ideas like a unique character for PlayStation Plus subscribers and said their partnership could make Sony look like heroes, quote unquote. Sony Interactive Entertainment, I believe SIE stands for. Senior Director Gio Corsi rejected the proposals, saying they were good ideas, but unconvinced that they what the fuck?
Showed cross-platform.
There we go. I thought it said shoveled. I couldn't. Okay, showed cross-platform play would be good for the PlayStation platform. Yeah, I mean,
That sounds like Epic was offering something, and Sony was just like, they passed on it. It was neutral. Like, no, it'd be too much work.
Okay, so
It,
so really, what went down here? Thank you, Don. Was that this email was Epic wanted to do cross-platform play with Sony and PlayStation because they say that, like, a lot of Epic's whole argument in this debate is that their platform is mostly kids, and mostly kids have played Fortnite, and so by Sony not wanting to do cross-platform play and Apple forcing them to take the thing off the iTunes store, their whole argument as far as like this part goes is that by doing that you are tearing kids away from their friendship. Like,
yeah.
Epic's entire side so far, every time they get on the stand, is very like
Oh, they're picking up the emotional response.
egotistical.
Yeah.
They're very like, our game is the best. Like, kids are only having connections because of Fortnite, and you're going to tear those friends and families apart if you don't allow Fortnite to be what Fortnite's supposed to be.
how dare you? Like, it's that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally like their whole stance.
Wow.
Really. Throughout the whole thing is just like, we're so good and you're making blah blah blah.
Yeah, if you don't make us money, you're evil. It's basically their argument.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't help us make money, there's some intrinsic issue with that because we're the good guys. Yeah.
These are two giants who are essentially fighting. It's like in The Hobbit when the stone giants are just throwing rocks at each other, and everyone else is the hobbits on the wall.
I would imagine in the context of this, Epic is going to be the Hobbit because Apple is the most valuable company in the United States. Like, they have the highest market cap of any company, even beating out Bezos, which is a whole other thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can't imagine how much money Apple's pumping into.
I really
I
hope
want to be that lawyer.
despite the lesser of two evils kind of stance I just mentioned, I really hope that Epic comes up with an argument better than the emotional one, because otherwise they're going to fail.
It gets much better from
Okay.
what I heard earlier. Joey,
Ooh,
any
let's
any
dive
thoughts on
in.
this so far? I'm looking at you, and I'm seeing one of two things. You're either waiting for something to bite on, or you're processing kind of all of it, and then you're going to do this whole thing at the end where it's like, she's done telling, we're going through everything. Now it's time for us to give our opinions. You go.
And drop Sephiroth's meteor.
Let me do. Okay, that first of all, Phythos is Final Fantasy VIII, not 7. Second of all, okay, let's work our. I am so excited for this us talk about this story. So there's a lot. So let's let Aaron get through it, and then we'll start discussing.
Okay, so we also found out how much Fortnite has made in the past 2 years, and that would be $9 billion, of which 7% of that is from the Apple Store. And when I looked it up earlier, what was that number I just said? It was like 240 million is 7% of 9 billion. It was something like that.
Some numbers of numbers within numbers.
7 times 9, 6, 3.
This is Kyle's math hour.
So we also found out that they actually have paid more money than their revenue from Apple to Microsoft and Sony as well as Apple. They have paid more in revenue to Apple than they have actually gotten. I used the word revenue wrong, but they have paid in the past 2 years $237 million to Apple, $246 million to Microsoft, and $451 million to Sony. Now, this was presented by Apple as evidence that iOS isn't the biggest platform for Fortnite.
Okay, I think I'm on board now. So you said 7% of 9 billion. That's going to be 63 million that they earned, right? So they paid way more than that to these different platforms for some reason.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. For what okay. Yeah, let's oh wow.
Oh, you know what? Maybe it's an investment. Like they're trying to we'll pay you 230 to Apple in order to get on your platform, which will eventually make us more money.
Well, Apple pulls in that 30%, which that is definitely going to be part of. So maybe they were focusing on ads too. I don't know. Let's I don't think how much more is there for these kind of like pre-argument type things. What's the whole here?
There's a lot. There's a lot here. So I can just kind of paraphrase the whole thing instead of going through that if you want.
Yeah, let's paraphrase. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to write some notes down. Jesus.
Okay, so then if we're not going to go necessarily, we can go day by day. I'll just do it very, very quickly.
Yeah.
So, blah, 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 where were we? Okay, so last thing for the first day, because this was really funny. You can watch the Epic versus Apple court trial online via Zoom. They have a Zoom link with a password for you that you can find, so you can sit there and watch the whole thing because it is such a high-profile case.
Yeah.
Now, because of this, on the first day of court, they couldn't figure out how to work the mute button for the audience. And so, and the judge is the judge was previously very anti kind of where Fortnite is coming from because Fortnite started the whole like free Fortnite campaign before the trial even began. So the judge is kind of already like non-sympathetic to Fortnite. And so the audience started screaming free Fortnite during the trial, and they couldn't figure out how to mute them. So it was just a bunch of kids going free Fortnite during court.
We represent the lollipop guild.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus Christ. All right, hold on. Let me finish
Keep those
writing.
Oompa Loompas under control. Says the judge.
When you said that, for some reason, the first image that popped in my brain was what's that big thing from Star Wars? Jabba.
The Death Star.
No, the ugly thing that had Leia. Jabba the Hutt, but it was a bunch of
Wait a minute, like a composite build
Instead
of
of-
Oompa Loompas making Jabba the Hutt?
No. It was Jabba the Hutt, but instead of Leia, it was a bunch of Oompa Loompas in the same outfit. That was like the first thing that popped in my head for some reason. It was really weird. When you said that, that's just what occurred, and it was so bizarre. I felt like I had to share it.
That's
It was
amazing, and we might dive into that later.
Yeah, we might have to. Okay.
If you're a subscriber to Completing the Circuit and also happen to be a therapist,
Yes, please contact me at.
yeah, we'll get you on the show. Promise.
Okay, so keeping in mind the free Fortnite campaign was already like pre-done, a lot of, and I'm just gonna skip the days because it's a lot easier to just put things out there instead of going through all this. Ain't nobody got time for that. So, so the judge already had kind of a feeling towards Epic in the first place. Now, she started questioning them because she was like, okay, well, I'm really confused here because you went into a contract with Apple. You knew what the contract said. Now, you, instead of bringing this to court,
Quietly.
quietly, you purposefully decided to go against your contract, sneakily, suspiciously, not indisposed. Yeah, sneakily.
In breach
I
of
just don't like
contract.
that word. Yes, to breach the contract in order to, piss off Apple, and then you filed the lawsuit the same day. You already had it queued up and ready. So why not just do what Apple asked you to without breaching your contract and then still bring this to light, because their whole thing is saying that, well, we're doing this for the betterment of gamers and developers because Apple's trying to take the 30% and they're being a monopoly. And so through the trial, they have brought on lawyers and or higher execs or whoever from Microsoft and Sony and Google. And a lot of it is like, okay, well, I mean, why are you going after Apple specifically? Like, these other Microsoft and Sony and everybody else are effectively doing the same thing. They're charging the same prices. So why are you going after Apple?
Yeah, there's a lot of giants in the room. Why pick this target?
Right.
Yeah.
And they probably think.
And I think Joey. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just remember. I think Joey brought up that point when we first covered this story. I think he was. I'm almost positive it was you that said.
I remember being here for early coverage of this.
We covered this for a while, and it definitely got brought up where it was kind of like, you know, they did a ploy rather than bringing a legal proceeding in. They did a whole ploy, and I'm glad the judge saws that. Exactly. Did I say saws?
You said, yeah.
Sawzall?
Saws.
Really glad Judge saws that. No, she seems to be very fair, and she even had them describing like what is a console, you know, like what is considered a console, because her biggest like concern in this whole trial is that like Apple is different than Microsoft and Sony. Like they put out hardware and then they make their money from the software. They sell out their hardware at a loss, whereas Apple sells their hardware for a profit and then also gets profit off the software from the gaming side. So she's trying to make sure that she gets everything kind of laid out, because this is an unprecedented matter when it comes to the law.
Yeah.
And things have to be defined because they haven't really been defined before. And she's really worried that whatever decision she makes is going to have really bad repercussions on these companies for Microsoft and Sony, to where they're not going to be able to continue down the path that they've always had as a business model.
That's a problem with all law, though, because it's just not defined anywhere except for, in this one court case, this is the result that they came up with. And then another one, it's the opposite.
Right.
So,
I hate that argument, too. And I was telling Erin, because we were talking about this one a little bit earlier. The problem that I have with that argument is that Sony and Microsoft do sell their hardware at a loss. But that is technically speaking their decision as a company for what's best for the company. But theoretically, they could sell PlayStations at a profit if they so chose.
Yeah.
So, like, if any basis of, like, well, Apple sells iPhones for a profit, Sony, Microsoft doesn't. Okay, but if at some point in the future, let's say after this court case, and that has an effect on the decision of the court case, Sony and Microsoft find a way to sell them at profits. Well, now that, you know what I'm saying? So that I don't feel is a fair. I'm glad that it's like being looked at as a reality of the of the situation. But if that were to change, that rule would no longer apply. So if that has any effect in this court case, I feel like that would be unfair. That's just me though. That's just me. Any thoughts on that one? I really wanted to get that one out because I heard that one earlier. So any thoughts on that one, guys? Anything? No, nothing. No. Joey, Kat, Aaron, Joey. I looked at you and I said Aaron, and then I said Joey to you. Kat, Joey, Aaron. There we go.
Kyle,
Jason, Voorhees.
You look like you had a thought.
Just that. No, nothing.
Nothing on that one.
I'm waiting for Joey.
I am too. Again, actually, I can't tell.
If you scroll back down, let me reread or.
To which part?
May 4. Just that.
May 4.
So the only thing that pops into my head that this is a big case. It reminds me of the Enron stuff where a lot of emails came out, and I'm wondering if this may eventually become an Enron size dealio where confidential emails between higher ups helps to define future court stuff.
That's interesting. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if that did. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, there is probably one side or the other can, like, if they have some kind of internal employee that's going, internal employee, what else the hell would it be?
External employee.
If they have, if they have some kind of employee that's like, you know what, I have this one email from this one exec at this time, and if I reveal this, because my manager's really been pissing me off, like, just that one little leak
Well, they have leaked something.
No, I'm saying, but it just keep building it.
Yeah.
Deep throat kind of style. Just
Yeah.
like garage. Not the actual act of deep throat, but the Watergate scandal deep throat.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure for the younger audiences. Remember, we're old, man.
Oh yeah, dang it.
What is it? I saw a thing the other day. Not to get super deep into it, but did you know that the moon landing and the Lion King's original release, are closer together than we are from the original release of the Lion King?
Yeah, it's amazing
That's
how
crazy.
time works.
It's freaky. So anyway, I'm sorry. It's Vsauce video. So okay.
But again, these are two giants that are fighting. Epic clearly threw their punches early, and the judge not happy with that because, as you said, they could have just come quietly.
And it is scary, like, as a consumer, to see where this goes, because this lawsuit has already created a second lawsuit towards Sony's stance on cross-platform. Like, that is becoming its own lawsuit now, per what I believe I
Really?
read.
Why is that?
Because they think it's illegal. They think that Sony, I don't know who the they is, but I think they is Epic, but I don't remember who is filing the lawsuit. But they think that Sony not wanting to do cross-platform play is illegal because it's monopolizing.
Why
So-
though? I mean, cross-platform is being able to communicate across a network with another entity. That it's like not wanting to talk with somebody is illegal. That's not how talking works.
Yeah, and it's honestly, I think Epic's gonna get steamrolled with some of their arguments here, but
Yeah.
because it just
Oh, what are these the arguments?
more. Well, okay, that's a secondary argument. So Aaron's referring to like if this precedent takes over,
Yeah.
there can be a ripple effect as far as what it means for companies to own their platforms and decide the rules for their platforms, which invariantly means that if this takes hold, there could be, for better or for worse, I'm presuming for worse, but for better or for worse, huge changes in the way that companies are allowed to manage the things that they make when other companies, it's basically the third party thing.
Yeah.
So if you're a third party to somebody else's product, and the only way to interact with the customers of that product and to get access to their customers is through their product, this precedent is going to affect the rules on the way that stuff works. And that is very scary because
What does that mean for us?
and it also means that Sony might just say, well, we're not going to be able to pull in because, every business is internal, like profit stream, and like everything is very complicated. And it's not going to be a cookie cutter for every single company. So if suddenly this takes over and then Microsoft looks and says, I mean, with the changes that all this stuff, it wouldn't happen.
I'm hearing a lot of this and that. I'm not quite grasping.
If Microsoft, so basically, sorry, you're right. I did a lot of setup there. If this were to take hold, Microsoft could theoretically, no, they wouldn't.
What is this? Wait, hold on. Pick a side. Epic or Apple?
I'm going with the Apple side on this one. Because
Okay.
what I'm saying is the consequences of this case are,
Regardless of the outcome.
regardless of the outcome, is if this goes in favor of Epic, the precedent can set a thing where basically it says, okay, well, Microsoft, you need to change your entire business model to be more fair to the people that you let on your platform. Microsoft can go, well, it's no longer profitable. It doesn't fit in the way our business works. So we gotta completely either fuck over the customers or shut it down or some other dramatic thing. Microsoft wouldn't do that. That's just an example.
No, yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like this can have because basically what it's saying is we're Epic and we're making a bunch of money but not enough, and so we want to make you change the way that you run your business because we don't think that the thing that you offer has that much value. We as Epic don't think that Apple's infrastructure and the things that they provide are worth 30% of our revenue. That's basically their argument.
Yeah.
From what I can gather.
I don't think the judge will rule in favor of Epic if that's kind of a risk on the table. I think, like, as you said, it's a fair judge. They're trying to get all the definitions down first. If they're concerned at all about implications down the road, then, like, what's the phrase? Innocent until proven guilty, right?
Yes, innocent until proven guilty. Sorry,
So-
the water thing just went off and I heard a buzzing and it made me laugh. Yes, innocent until proven guilty.
So
Yes.
it's almost like I'm going to rule in favor of Apple until proven otherwise.
Yeah. Joey, you got any thoughts on this? I know you've been really quiet over there. What you got? You gotta give me some. We're not gonna. You know what, Aaron? Keep that camera. Do you have a camera lock button? We're gonna keep that locked on hard.
It's going to zoom. slowly.
I think she can do that too, technically. If she wanted to. Just a very, very slow zoom.
All right, quiet. We're gonna have the Inception music overlay. No,
If we get a copyright strike for some Inception shit, I'm gonna. Go ahead, Joy. Go ahead. You got it.
No, I just think this whole fucking thing is stupid as shit.
We're over here
Goddamn.
We're over here like articulating, like, all right, Dom, what's your argument? I don't hear the philosophical point. The president is Joyce is like, fuck these assholes. This is stupid.
What does it mean to be a duck?
This is just a waste of a judge's time, a courtroom.
That's what all law is.
I know, it's a waste of time, but this is especially a waste of time. Are you telling me that kids, really? I see grown-ass people playing Fortnite, swearing at kids. Get the fuck off your high horse about kids making friends. It's not even true. In fact, the kids are telling the other kids to die. So, don't sit there and say, oh, this is for kids to make friends and this, that, and the other. When the one kid's telling you that your mother slept with his father or he did your mother, you know, things like that. So, fuck Epic.
Jesus Christ.
I kind of think we're all on the same page in that regard.
I mean, it's seeming so. Look, it's business. Look, Apple's practices aside, and they definitely fuck a lot of things up, but it's their platform. It's not like it was given to them. They built it. They earned it.
That was said in the court too.
Here's the thing. Epic agreed to this 30% at the first time they went on this Apple's platform. Now they have an issue.
It's not just the 30% though, Joey.
What?
One of the bigger problems that they have is that Apple is requiring all purchases to go through the Apple Store. Like they can't have their own side store on a website.
Yeah.
And then also tell people within the app. Like no app can do that. You can't say, "Hey, we also have things for purchase on the website."
Oh.
Like it has to be made purchasable through the
Again,
Apple Store.
But Fortnite does
you
have side purchase stuff, right?
Well,
They did.
that's what Apple flagged them for. Go ahead, Joy.
And again, they agreed about this. You know what I mean? Like when they first did it, they agreed.
They signed the terms
Now
of
they
service.
have an issue. No, fuck you. Go get fucked. Fuck your game.
Well,
Get off the app.
I'd like to see Judge Joey presiding.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, if I was a judge, I would throw this out of the goddamn courtroom and tell Epic that, you know, put your big boy pants on and get the fuck out. I mean, that's just how I would be. I mean, this is just starting to really piss me off every time I hear about Epic versus Apple. No. Here's the thing. If you sign a contract with someone,
Yeah.
if you sign a thing with an apartment, you have to pay that. If you go and get a mortgage, you have to pay that.
Right.
Yeah.
So fuck you, Epic. You gotta pay Apple.
You
That's it.
agreed to bend over.
And Joey brings up it's like that episode of Human Centipede from South Park. For anybody who has seen that, right? Like Butters or Kyle signed, not this Kyle, but he signed the in the show, he signed the agreement that said you have the right to have your mouth sewn to the butthole of another person. And that was like, so it's one of those things where it's like they can attack us and basically say, you know what, you're not allowed to stream this, you're not allowed to do this, you're violating this right, but they can't do it with each other because they have the money. So it's like, well, then what integrity do those things have? Because when I signed up for the Apple developer thing, I signed up during iOS 5. In order for them to accept my damn approval, I had to pay Apple $100 and get a notary to verify my identity to do all that stuff and sign all this crap just to make a freaking app on iOS.
Wow.
And if I violate, you know that they would take down my thing, and I wouldn't have the recourse. And if I did something really bad, they could sue me, they could do this, they could do that. But these guys have the right. So it's like, what integrity do they have? Epic violated their terms of service.
And here's the
period.
thing. If Epic really thinks they're gonna fuck with Apple, that's really funny because here's the thing. I'm looking at their stock and their market cap right now is at $2.24 trillion. So,
Apple's is 2.24.
yeah, that's the market cap right now. So good luck.
What's GameStop at?
Not that. I thought they were at. Oh, they did hit 2. I didn't realize they went up another quarter.
And their stocks are
Trillion.
actually right now rising as we speak during this whole debacle.
How much?
So-
Wait, what? Oh my God! Can you put that on the screen, Joey?
I'll try.
Oh, yeah,
Every
let's see.
time I try to do
Joey
this,
is in the process of getting a new iPad. He did that just for the channel. Really, he wants it, but he did it for the channel too,
I do want it.
and it should hopefully help with his ability to share to the Apple TV.
It probably won't.
Hold on, let's see. Come on, fingers crossed. We got this. We got this. Because I'm really curious to see. I want to see that line. Because people are like doubling down on Apple. They're gonna. If O.J. Simpson can get away with it.
What was it? Apple market worth or
Apple market cap. The market cap is basically the collection of how much other stocks are worth. Now, how much they have in the bank is like hundreds of billions of dollars. And they own like huge chunks of their. That KFC console is popping up.
So yeah, I don't know why.
It's still not letting you connect?
No.
All right, we're going to have to look
Wait,
at it.
why are we on this?
Aaron was doing some tests earlier.
I'm
and
switching it over.
she was showing us.
Wait,
She,
what?
she was testing with some of our clips.
Apple, their stock, and this
Wait,
headline.
zoom in on that chart there.
At the top.
Down here? Okay.
Something went wrong. Please report. What is going on with our sharing technology?
I don't know.
I got work to do. And I mean, anyway.
But
It's. Oh, there we go. He's got it. Oh,
217.
holy shit! Whoa! What percentage is that by? That went up from.
So
And
go
that-
back a few days. I mean, it's on the rise again.
So it dipped significantly, and then it just kicked. Oh yeah, no.
Oh
They're
yeah,
done.
no.
I can't do that accent as much as I want to right now.
We are Midwesterners. If you didn't know,
The Bears.
the
Okay.
Bears.
so keep in mind during this whole thing, this trial isn't just Epic versus Apple because Epic is having a hissy fit over not wanting to pay the 30% and stuff. Epic actually isn't asking for anything out of the trial if they win. They don't want money from Apple. They're not wanting Apple to pay anything. All they're doing is trying to get the court to look at the antitrust laws.
Okay.
The only thing they're trying to do is bring light to the antitrust laws because they believe that Apple is inhibiting developers from being able to grow. And
So they're really making a stink in order to raise awareness and get maybe Congress.
But
you know,
again, it's
Yeah.
bullshit.
It is.
It is bullshit because here's the thing: where was their concern about the antitrust laws when they first signed up?
when they
Where
first
was
signed
it
up,
when
they didn't
Apple
have the
first
power
launched?
to-
The App Store has always been 30%.
Yeah.
So even back then, you're right. Even when they signed up, but it's always been
Yeah.
30%. And look at what
everybody else's
Candy-
was too.
Candy Crush, Angry Birds has a freaking movie. Keep going, Joey. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get in front
No,
of your
it's
stride.
fine. It's just no. I mean, that's all I was really gonna say. It's a bunch of bullshit, and I don't care what. Even if they're not asking for money, I'm gonna say it again. Fuck Epic. That's it. Because to me, this is just a bullshit play. This is a cry. Poor me. I can't make even more money. But again, you're signed a contract. You obviously read the contract. You had your lawyers read the contract. You signed it. That's it. Game over.
Yeah, I mean,
There's nothing
Yeah.
to.
Well, they're trying to change the contract
that's fine.
for,
But
for future and other developers.
then they should
not
have.
For them.
Then they should have basically taken their game off of the store.
Yeah.
Said that we don't agree with your terms.
Oh yeah,
If
they
we
did
will-
not do the greatest job.
Or why didn't they do
No.
this from the beginning?
Yeah, or just go to Congress.
Why
They
did
had
they
no
wait?
money.
We don't like this.
Exactly. They
Right.
had no money. Now that they have money,
Right.
again, this is just a waste of time.
I mean, Epic has money. What probably ended up happening is there was some kind of thing, basically. There's probably some kind of like weird revenue share thing or revenue stream that they looked at and said, why are we spending all this money? We need to boost our thing. Well, we can't get sales. Like, we can't get sales. We're trying this, we're trying that. We can't get sales. Fortnite's doing well. We need to go up quarter after quarter because that's the whole, like, business philosophy. Every quarter needs to be better than the last quarter in order to show growth, in order to get investment, blah, blah, blah. So they probably looked at it and said, well, we're literally giving hundreds of millions of dollars to Apple. What can we do about that? And then this fiasco started. This is not about some doing the righteous thing for little developers. If,
Right.
if it was, they
No.
would have done this differently and complained about it the whole time. And maybe they did, maybe I'm just not aware of it. But to my knowledge, that is not getting brought
You know
up.
what they probably figured they would do? They probably would do this. They probably. This is how I think they were thinking about this. Oh, let's do this. This is gonna make us look like the good guys. This is also gonna make us look like be able to bring in more people to buy our stuff.
Right.
And make more revenue.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? It's not gonna work.
Well, what you said brought to mind, I think maybe we could do a little bit more research about the early days before the trial started. Like, maybe they were trying a sort of quiet, for lack of a better term, nonviolent protest,
Yeah,
and we just weren't paying attention.
it's possible. It's possible, and that's something we can definitely look into. I mean, all things considered, this is. I think what Joey said is like they are looking at like, okay, how can we get the public's attention on this? Because that's how you win court. Maybe not these kind of court cases, but I often hear that that's a way to win court cases with public opinion. And so when you have this kind of stuff going on, it's like, no, that is not how any of this stuff works. And we have a few stories that are kind of interconnected with this as far as the business stuff goes with Cyberpunk. And I hope if you guys didn't see that story, wait to get if you think you're pissed off now, this fucking iPad. Okay, I had the same problem. Okay,
Go on.
Okay.
Let's hear more.
The sole function of this, from my perspective, is to increase revenue stream. That's it. They're going to spend a whole bunch. But to them, it's like, we're going to get back on the iOS store because we believe we can win. Because they never would have taken on a lawsuit that was going to cost them hundreds of millions of dollars that they knew they were going to lose. Someone said, we can win this. They even had the lawsuit queued up before remember they did the whole thing. So they had the lawsuit queued up before they started. And then they went in thinking they were going to win. They have a strategy. They're going to win. And the investment's going to be worth it because now they'll be on iOS forever. And they're going to have a much larger percentage. That is what it is. And they're putting it under the guise of something.
Yeah.
Oh, the little guys. Then you know what? Don't fucking charge them shit for using the Unreal Engine if you're concerned about the little guys.
Make Fortnite free. Oh, turning it back on them.
Well, Fortnite is free to play.
But
I don't know
he's
anything.
flipping free Fortnite with make Fortnite free. I was with you. I was with you on that one.
Thanks.
Okay, so
I'll
sorry,
buy
Joey.
No, that's it.
What else we got?
Otherwise, we're just beating a dead horse.
Yeah, at this point, but there's a story later that's interconnected related to Cyberpunk.
Let's
Just
bring
remember
it in.
that.
Let's bring it in.
It's gonna piss you off. No, we got an order.
Oh,
Erin works
okay.
very hard on her orders, but I want to highlight it. I want you guys to trigger
Sweet.
warning for you.
What?
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Erin, did you have any stuff you want to throw in there? I know this is a big story, but we kind of covered a lot.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm
It's
sorry.
interesting. Today, Matt Fisher said that Apple's relationship with Epic has always been... Matt Fisher is the App Store developer manager.
Oh, okay.
App Store manager. He said that both companies seem to enjoy a very positive, mutually beneficial relationship over the years, and that they worked together often to show off different games. So they're not... They're... Sorry. Words.
Yeah.
Fisher said that he felt blindsided by the actions that Epic took against Apple, leading to the court case.
There's probably some new management team or something that took over, and like this person decided that. Because you're right, they have done a lot of app demos during WWDC. There was this one game.
Fortnite was even in one of Apple's showcases.
Yeah.
Fortnite was on stage with Tim Cook, showing off one of their Apple devices.
I'm still going to stand by the thing. Epic's going to lose this. They're going to lose a shit ton in market value, a shit ton. Apple's going to go in and buy them and then make the Unreal Engine all Apple shit. I don't know why. I'm telling you. I don't know why I'm gonna keep saying that. I've been saying it. I'm gonna double down on that because Apple, if they lose this, I don't even. You know what? I've been wrong, so it's very possible that they could. But my gut's telling me Apple's gonna win. Epic's gonna lose a crap ton of money because they started this whole fiasco. People are gonna pull out and say, "No, you guys don't know what you're doing." Devalue the shit out of them. Apple's gonna go in and say, "Boom! Now we have the Unreal Engine. Every single freaking game becomes macOS compatible."
Oh my god.
Well, I mean,
Even Kyle gets the weight of that.
no, I mean, I
Not
get
even,
it. It's
but-
just one of those things is that if anyone thinks Epic's going to win, I don't know how.
They do, and I don't know how
Well,
either.
Again, that's...
Well, so far, and we're only a few days into the trial.
Yeah.
It seems like most of the wins have been for Apple, but there have been some Apple losses in arguments. But
Such as?
I don't remember
Oh, okay.
the specific moment. But
If it was just down to one moment, it's probably weighted way in their
yeah,
favor to begin with.
I remember only hearing
Yeah,
one
gotcha.
moment where they won. So obviously I probably didn't pay that much attention to, oh, this one went to Apple. Okay. I mean, this one went to Epic.
That's funny.
Okay, sure.
Just so you
But-
know, Bip, your iPad screen is not sharing. All we're seeing is something
Yeah.
went wrong with the with a QR code that I really want to scan.
Is that
Yeah.
better?
Thank you.
There we go.
Okay. So, I mean, it's too early to tell, and we have no idea when this particular case will end, but from this case, like the whole trial, according to that Hogue, I think I said his name was, guy, he believes that this case this
Hoglaw.
trial, Hoglaw, thank you, will probably go on for about 10 years.
No, what?
Like, not just this case, but whoever loses is probably going to file for a rebuttal.
Oh, yeah.
And then, or a repeal. Yeah. An appeal? An appeal.
An appeal.
An appeal.
Multiple appeals.
Rebuttal is
they're going to...
beer.
Yeah.
Beer pong.
Beer pong. Thank you. I wanted to say beer bong, and I knew that wasn't right, but I couldn't get it out. I could not not think of it that way.
So, based on that, and then all of the other things that are going to come out of this one, it will probably take the whole antitrust thing will probably take about 10 years for it to be through. Like, it'll probably go through this one, then it'll go through another layer of court, then it'll go up to like the Supreme Justice.
Jeez.
Supreme Court. Yeah, I don't know. I can't talk
They're
today.
called Supreme Justices. I mean, it's the same. It works.
Chief Justice?
Or it is Chief. Sorry, babe. It is Chief Justice.
I had to cut you down at the knees.
They're called a waste of space.
Man, 10
I don't know about
years.
that. That's not fair. Let's not get into that one. We're not going to get into that one. Yeah, 10 years.
But, like, human advancement in the next 10 years is going to be like going from driving a car to light speed.
It'll be an Apple car with your Apple glasses, and it's just going to be all fucking Apple. It's just like they're not going to care.
Right?
Yeah, it's going to be. I mean, the next 10 years of innovations are going to be incredible. I mean,
the law won't be able to keep up. I don't think it'll be a moot point.
Joey just sent me a little bit ago. He sent me a message about you want to just a quick little share the headline. We could talk about it next week. But it was wait till you hear this one, Kyle. I don't know what you know about transistors, but
wait, I think go ahead.
You think you know that one?
I think I saw it briefly before we started.
Yeah, no, IBM has unveiled 2 wow, Jesus Christ,
It's okay. Take a breath. Take a breath.
chip technology for faster computing.
Which I didn't think 2 nanometer was possible. I thought the quantum mechanics gets in the way at like sub 3 nanometer.
That's always the breakthrough, though, because you think there's a ceiling, you think there's a barrier, and then we just keep going. It doesn't matter.
Damn electrons, man. They just... Okay, I guess we got that figured out. That is incredible. Because that's literally, I think, at the limit of like the length of an atom. It's getting to that point where you can't really do much more. But we can get more into that one next week because there's a lot with that technology there. I think we've beaten the shit out of Epic here. And
no,
can
they're
you please
beating
get them
just
off the
begun.
screen now?
okay.
Epic technically is not on the screen, so it's Walmart.
Oh, great.
Okay, hold
Another fucking company. That
Okay,
I love
what
so much.
what was that headline that I just saw?
You're not allowed to look at
I'm not allowed to look at it.
No.
Walmart's unannounced cloud gaming service detailed in confidential Epic emails.
So Epic is on the screen.
I think we'd actually talked about this before too.
I don't remember talking about Walmart having. Maybe I do remember. Did we talk about
it was
Walmart?
really, really strange.
It is really strange, and that sounds like something now vaguely familiar.
But why would Walmart bother getting into that space when it's already so occupied by
Because
bigger players?
Walmart is going to offer you cheaper prices than
Yeah,
any other store.
a good deal, great deal games.
If you
Great
come in
deal.
first in Fortnite, Walmart will grant you a 20% off
That's
chicken wings.
That's Bed Bath and Beyond. That will give you the 20% off. Now in Walmart's case, it's just always
It's 15
cheap.
cents.
I will. Yeah, there's the story. Yep. You go ahead. Yep. Kyle, I don't know.
What is this?
How
Hold on.
familiar are you with the Cyberpunk fiasco?
Only that they released the game before it was like stable.
It wasn't even, dude. Oh God, did you see the trailer? It's the remade trailers that fans made of like what
Cars
Cyberpunk.
flying into walls.
Yes, did you see? It's like Keanu Reeves' voice, but dubbed it from the. Okay. Yeah, I know. Joey's gonna have. I told you.
What is this?
So basically, the long story short, yeah, they released. Management basically said, no, this game needs to go out now. We'll fix it later, kind of thing. More or less, very weakly. Yeah, poor Joey. So they're the ones that decided to release the game early when the devs were the ones saying it's not ready. And they're the ones getting, and you're going to see how much the developers are going to make in bonuses.
What?
This story's going to piss you off. Yeah, so
Show me.
the business management side that said, yeah, let's release the game early. Yeah, there's
Plane going
a
overhead.
literal plane going overhead. That
It's,
is.
on, it's on the second floor.
That is.
All right,
What?
Jesus.
I'm not even gonna get into that one, but yeah. So they did. Yeah, they came out and said. So now they're the ones who are going to get millions and millions of dollars. And that's what the headline said. I probably need to say that for those listening.
Oh, I read bosses and I thought in-game bosses.
Oh no, no.
I'm like,
No.
why
I
would
thought that the
bosses
first time
the
too,
man-
honestly.
The management team.
Oh man,
They're the ones who are going to get millions in bonuses, even though they caused the company to lose $1 billion in value. They devalued the company in $1 billion, and then you're going to see. I don't know if we can find the number, Aaron.
So the CEO and the co-CEO are going to take home $6.3 million each. Cyberpunk director Adam Badowski is going to take home $4.2 million. Some employees told Bloomberg that they will receive profit-sharing bonuses of about $5,000 to about $9,000, while other more senior employees said they will get closer to $15,000 or $20,000. And managers and directors will likely receive a much higher bonus.
And so the developers are the ones crunching, taking all the heat, probably not seeing their families as much to try to fix this shit. And that, yeah.
Oh my god, that's like there's a meme I think out there like, oh, because I did some overtime, I get an extra,
Oh, you're talking
$500.
You're talking about Office Space type thing.
I don't know.
If,
And then it's like the boss is like, hey, thanks to your overtime, I get another yacht.
yeah, exactly.
This is exactly that.
Yeah.
That's cruel.
So Joey's about to do a rant. You know
What is it? $2.73 per hour for people who make tips, and these mofo's.
Yeah. The tip sharing is supposedly, yeah, but these guys again. See, you're talking 7-figure bonuses, which is usually less than what they make in their actual salaries.
Mm-hmm.
Usually.
And now we've had the pot simmering.
Yeah,
Let's take
Joey's
off the
gonna
lid.
fucking explode.
Let's see the. Oh god, it's steam!
Right, you know what we need? We need a thing like mics down. Funny, I don't know. That didn't land for anybody. No, okay, fine.
Oh, I wasn't watching your camera.
I just
You want to do that again?
mics down, and then like you gotta synchronize. Cal. Okay, you and me at the same time. All right,
Mike's.
Joey, you're gonna get your
Yeah.
mic. He put his mic away.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
he
saw it.
can't.
Okay,
he
wait.
can't
All
do
right,
it.
3, 2, 1. Mics
Mike's
down.
down.
Ah, I hit myself in the face.
And I almost pinched my fingers. So
I gotta
you
hear
can
that.
see that we rehearsed that.
Yeah, we're always.
I'm surprised we landed that.
Yeah, I know, right?
Jesus, we're failures.
Oh.
I apologize for my laugh. That was disturbing.
It was great. All right, bro. What
But
you
this is
got?
wrong.
What you got? I gotta hear
He
this.
can. He's got his mic on. He's
He's shaking.
dead air.
Oh, my God,
Oh, no.
this damn thing. No, keep going, Joey.
Man.
This is where I wish I had weed.
Oh, shit.
Because there's a lot of things I want to say that would not be appropriate to say on the podcast, even with unedited,
Or even with edited, it would still be inappropriate, is what you're trying to say.
even edited.
Even if we beeped your whole sentence. I almost feel like I want to hear it, and then we're just going to beep the whole thing.
No, because
Just agree.
because the beep would be forever.
We'll just fade. We'll just do a dip to black
Right.
after 10 seconds.
I mean, do these cocksuckers have the balls to fucking do this shit?
it's funny. Do these cock...
Fucking
Keep going.
Keep blasting. Yeah, go for it. Take him down.
Go, bro, go.
You know what? The developers should just fucking quit. Fucking get out of the company. Let the fucking game sink. Tell the fucking bosses to go fuck themselves and go drown.
That has happened. That's not just.
Because why are they getting all this money? I don't know. You don't know.
I don't know, man.
And I'll tell you how. Because they bend over for the other higher bosses and get fucked in the ass, and then be like, oh, now you can get 6.6 million, but fuck the developers because, yeah, fuck them and fuck their family.
Here's 1,500. We lost the company $1 billion, but I'm gonna get it's
I'm gonna get mine.
because the CEO.
Unfortunately, a lot of folks aren't privileged enough to make that choice. They can't just walk away. They're trying to make everybody's.
I know that, and it
It's
sucks.
tough.
But
Yeah.
your game is fucking shit.
Yeah,
And you know what this makes me? You know what? Fuck this. As much as I would love to try to play that game, fuck it. I'm not gonna buy it.
Right.
Fuck it.
I
I'm not
remember-
gonna buy it Because why am I going to support that game when they get the fucking $6.6 million and the developers that have been working their asses off that don't get shit? No, fuck you. I ain't buying it. I hope everyone else doesn't buy the fucking game.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm past my return policy, and there's
I don't
a
have
Well, just to add to the news, because this was further down on the thing, they did increase the wages or the salaries of the lower paid employees as well.
Oh, they did? Okay.
They now have higher salaries than they
But
previously
that's
did.
technically true if they increased it by $1. So
Technically.
is there an approximate number?
No, it doesn't say. It just says that the studio reevaluated salaries and increased wages for some of the lowest paid positions, such as testing, to align them with video game industry standards.
Okay, that doesn't mean
So,
anything. That could be a 3%.
Yeah,
Well,
it
they
doesn't
just-
mean it's good, but
So
it's not.
let me get
great.
this straight. 6.6 million. That was the highest one, right? The
I
highest
was
one.
CEO. And
What was the second highest?
4 point.
Yeah, it was senior director. It was
4.2.
4.2 mil.
So now we're at 10.8 million. And then what?
Plus
who else?
another 3.6 for the co-CEO.
For the 3.6.
I just saw Joey's temperature.
So we're at about 14
And then how many
million.
developers do you how many
Oh,
developers
for a
do you
game
think
like-
this game?
Range it to 1,000 people in the company. You know, if you have 14 million, that's 14,000 per person, which
They wouldn't have that many people.
500 people.
There's 500 people.
About well,
so
there were
28,000.
500 people for The Witcher 3. So
Okay.
they're just kind of assuming that.
So
it's
just
the same
imagine
as everyone.
500. Then
About 3 to 500.
28,000 on top of the
More than 400 people.
numbers that they had said earlier
Yeah.
for the everyone else. If the top 3 people hadn't taken a dime.
So
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Which is CEO, he's at least to get paid that kind of bonus. Can you imagine if you're just like and Joey, I want to let you finish, but I just want to get this thing out right. Like, can you imagine if you're just like a Walmart worker, you know, and you're making your minimum wage, or even if you're making salary $30,000, $40,000, $60,000 a year, you know, even well above 6 figures, and suddenly, you know what, it's like, you guys did such a good job. Here's a $6 million bonus for you. Like, that would be the most life-changing thing anyone could
Yeah.
experience. So, but for him for that to even be on the table as an option during a shitty quarter, he must be making an astronomical amount of money. Maybe not as much as the 6 mil, but it's got to be high 6 figures easy, if not in the 7. So the reality is, like, he's good. That 6 mil needs to go towards the people busting their asses because they're the ones typing every single fucking character for code to make that game run.
$34,000 per person.
Right.
yeah. So
That's
give that to them. But you know, and I feel bad because now here's the other issue I have. And even though I said I'm not going to buy the game, which I'm not,
nope.
but then I feel bad because it's like, but those poor developers that haven't seen their family that worked really hard. Now you're not going to buy the game. It's like one of those things, but it's just like, I'm sorry, I'm not.
I mean, buy it to support the developers because at this point, the more value that gets back into that's the only argument I can make for it is
the more value goes back to the company. We just see it. It goes right to the fucking bosses.
yeah. I don't know what to say on that one. It's tough because if there's no demand for the game, then those employees don't have a job. But the profits go towards.
Right. It is an uncomfortable equation that we're currently in, and I think the only way to change it would be to limit bonuses to the top 10 people to, you know, a percentage of what the company earns, because then the rest can go to everyone else. If that bonus of what was the top one again? The second one was 4.2, but
6.3
6.3.
million.
like trim that. Let's say that you make a killer game, everybody loves it. You can only, as the CEO, make a bonus of 1 million. You know, if the game and
No, fuck that. CEO doesn't need a bonus.
You know, the CEOs do work. In their defense, some of them do work astronomically hard. I'm not saying,
Yeah.
and when they fuck up,
Well-
they need to be held responsible. They shouldn't
Yeah.
get shit, but some of them can be incredible.
This is even better.
Yes,
So
granted, but I'm just talking about this.
Oh, he shouldn't get shit.
compare 6.3 million to, give me another number from one of the senior developers. What was it? 15,000.
It was 4.2. Oh no, the senior director
We
got
have
4.2.
5,000, 9,000, 15,000, and 20,000.
All right, so let's round
So
to some
s-
10,000, if you
Okay.
don't mind.
Yeah.
So 6 million to 10,000. That's a difference of
It's a big number.
600 times as much.
Yeah,
So that's wrong.
yeah.
Just make that variable a maximum of 10.
Yeah.
Like, the CEO can't be working 10 times
Yeah.
or more than
You know what?
another human being.
CEO and the people that are getting these millions, I hope you burn in fucking hell.
There is so it's
I don't care.
I don't think the CEO should have gotten even close to that amount. I do hear, just playing any remotely bit of devil's advocate that I can, to be fair. I heard a weird thing a long time ago. There was an artist it wasn't Picasso, I think it was Andy Warhol or something like that. It's not important. Someone went up to him in a cafe and said, "Hey, can you draw me something on a napkin real quick and I'll buy it from you," or whatever. He's like, "Sure." And then he bought it, or he drew it, and then he gave it to the guy, and the guy's like, "Okay, well, how much?" And he had like $100 or something like that. And Andy Warhol's like 30 grand. He's like, "What? That just took you like 5 seconds to draw that." He's like, "Okay, it took me 5 seconds to draw it here, but it took me an entire lifetime to be able to draw that kind of stuff." So it's basically like the CEOs, when they do the job correctly, which means make the company grow and be successful, not make it lose $1 billion. And even if it wasn't his direct thing, like, he allowed the company to exist in a state where that could happen. But, you know, they come in with expertise, knowledge, and stuff like that. And just like even with Apple's App Store, that stuff does have value. If you're going to have someone come in and run your company, and it's like you have two people, one guy who's brought 10 companies to $1 billion, or Kyle. It's just not to diss you, but anybody in this room, like, the choice is obvious, but they're going to expect that pay. But you're the one who's going to, it's a tough battle when it comes to what's right versus what's fair versus what people can ask for.
And
it's so tough.
You can't forget,
He shouldn't get shit, though. I do agree. He should not get shit.
Yeah.
You can't forget, too, that so this bonus structure, it has been in place for, this isn't what I was going to say, you can't forget. But just to let you know, this bonus structure is what they do every year. So it's the same thing. So they didn't make this bonus structure based off of Cyberpunk. It's 20% of the company's annual earnings are devoted to bonuses. And that's just how they've always run. But you can't forget that Cyberpunk isn't their only game out there. They're still getting money from The Witcher and any other games they have out there. So, like, are we just supposed to think that, oh, well, you shouldn't get anything because this one game out of all the games that you've produced was a complete failure?
I think as far as the CEO goes, yes. I think the CEO's bonus structure should be based off of whatever they do.
The newest product.
That's like basically saying Tim Cook made one really good iPhone and all the other ones have sucked, but he can still continue. You know what I'm saying? Like, that just doesn't work. No.
Or what if he made all really good iPhones, but one of them sucked?
Then the year that he made a sucky iPhone,
Yeah, he shouldn't get shit.
Bonus.
He shouldn't get shit.
My thing is this.
He's already got
exactly.
enough.
It still fits in the middle. Yeah.
It's one of those things where
you have to continue.
If they didn't rush this game and tell developers to work as much as they did, and the game actually, let's say, still sucked, would I be fine with the money? Then fine. Yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
But the fact is that they made these people rush this game, push it out, knowing that it wasn't ready, and then telling them they have to work all these hours. Like Dom said, who knows if they even got to see their family much.
Yeah.
And then they get all this money. That's where I'm having the issue.
Yeah.
They made it off the blood and sweat and tears of somebody else.
Right. Especially as a developer, they were telling them it's not ready. It's not ready. And I really want to play that trailer with the cars flying again because that shit was so funny. That's actually our most popular clip on the Clips channel with like 4,000 views, dude. And I think
it's the thing that just popped in my head was Captain Picard saying, like, "Geordi, I need more warp drive power," and Geordi's like, "It's gonna take me a few days, sir. That's not good enough." And then they pull it off. But the difference is they're all in it together. If the ship blows up, everybody dies.
Right.
In this, the CEO walks away with a bonus that could set the rest of the company up for life.
Exactly. He could literally leave that job, pay his. I mean, I don't know.
Mistress.
He could pay whatever he needs to for at least a while, and try to find another job. Like, he's not fucked.
Yeah.
Is the point? What is this trailer? Except
This
it's
is
accurate. Wait, do we have sound? Hold on, let me
In
fix
a
it.
world with a map of a train.
Let me see if I can fix the audio. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hold on. Let me do. Okay, things are gonna get weird.
This is the meowing
Just
hour.
for a second. We're gonna try to fix this.
Meow, meow.
Okay. Hold on, I'm ducking under the cameras here. Okay, Aaron, if you want to play the thing once it comes back out, we're gonna.
There we go.
We can hear it.
You got audio? Okay, hold on. I'll be back in my seat in a second. I'm at Joey's microphone. Okay, here we go. I know that she tried to track my motion through the damn camera. Okay. Okay. Let's laugh a little. Joey, because I can't wait to see this footage afterwards, dude. You were so fucking pissed. Okay.
In America. Main issues, sky-high rate of violence.
Finally, someone I can fucking fight.
Can you make it bigger?
More people living below the poverty line than anywhere else.
Can zoom in?
Mm-mm.
Full screen?
It's on Reddit app.
Oh.
And everybody still wants to live here. This city's always got a promise for you. Might be a lie, an illusion, but it's there.
Oh, there's no full screen. I
Just
can't
around
see
the
that.
corner.
Oh man.
I'm sorry, I can't make it bigger.
Hup. Oh, it doesn't let you. Yeah, you're right. That's okay.
It's a city of dreams.
it's so bad.
And I'm a big dreamer.
to watch. Oh no. I'm so sorry. Just a dead body. I'm screaming up the floor.
Oh my god.
I'm opening a door and I'm pulling my nose. Oh, it's painful. Oh no. Ugh. Explode.
That wasn't.
Wait a sec. Oh man. And it's
Oh, it's
going.
just a frame phrase.
Yeah.
From
Frame
frame.
phrase.
Frame
froze.
freeze frame. Freeze
Yes.
frame. Oh my god. She brain locked all of us. Do you have
Okay.
Do you have any? Is there any new compilation ones? I wanna.
That one's
That
from
was-
December.
That was
okay, I'll look.
intensely bad. That what the bill of sale was not what was delivered. Oh my god.
And PS4,
Okay.
and I played it on the Series X, and
Oh.
it was like there was some weird stuff. The biggest bug that I had is if I tried to fight someone in a street fight and I would punch, suddenly I would be in a completely different part of the map within like 3 frames. It was like I warped like some kind of Han Solo parsec thing,
God.
which I know is not how you measure. Just
Oh
but
my
it was literally like I would punch and then phew, I would warp to somewhere else. It was
You'd
so
be playing
weird.
a different game.
Yeah, I would, yeah, I'd be playing BioShock. Just it was messed up.
You
So-
punch and then war.
I don't know if we're gonna get audio with
No,
it.
I don't think it'll work.
Do we have?
that one.
Yeah. Do we
All
have?
of these are YouTube links.
Oh,
Do
that's
we?
all right. I think we get the idea. though.
Yeah, I think we do too.
We don't need to show the video that's already been hit up a lot, right?
Well, there's so many of them, so I was just curious to see if
Oh,
there's any
man.
new ones. Because some of the one that we saw with the car, I think I partially died because like the dude is just walking down the sidewalk. And he's like looking around. He looks over to the left for some reason, and then a car just out of nowhere just spawns from the distance.
So I'm pretty sure we're all on board. It's terrible to release a game against the
Yep.
advice of your developers.
And
Yes.
so good for Phil Spencer because I know that Xbox sales have been. I'm guessing that I shouldn't say I know. I'm guessing that Xbox sales have been not hurting, but has not been. It's not as been as a as
They're
much
half as much as PlayStation.
right. But I don't know if that's because of production or what it is. But I'm assuming the numbers are less because Xbox Series X doesn't really have a lot of main games right now the way that the PlayStation 5 does with Demon's Souls and all the other stuff that's been coming out.
Halo.
They don't have Halo. He delayed it because it wasn't
Exactly.
ready. So it's one of those things where it's like.
That
Do
was
you-
the right choice.
It was the right choice. It was. For consumers, it was the right choice. And I give him that all
my
day
God.
long.
Wait a second. Could you imagine if he did
In a
a
world.
CD Projekt Red
That's
thing
what I thought
and
too.
released it early before it was ready, and then afterward nobody liked Halo anymore? How awful a world that would be.
Wait, if he...
If he released it unready, how terrible the world would be because people would dislike Halo. Thank God he made the right choice, eh? Don't release it early. CD Projekt Red, listen.
Because it's not like they have...
Don't release it early.
It's not like they have a lot of IP. He's not wrong. If Microsoft had released that and fucked up Halo, they never would have trusted, or a lot of people wouldn't have trusted future Halo releases
Right.
again. So they'd be left with Gears, which people are basically done with.
Yeah, neutral.
Forza, which that's a niche market, big fans, niche market, and Fable, which they've missed the last 2 promised releases, which is so small. Halo is their moneymaker. Like,
Yeah.
that's their big exclusive. And, that's a good point, guy. That's a good point. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, good. I like Phil Spencer. I think he's a great guy. I really do. I think he's got the right idea about what to do with this Xbox thing.
Yeah. I've heard some of his interviews, and he seems pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. And Joey and I have talked about him numerous times. Like, he always seems like he has the right idea in terms of, like, positivity, like public opinion matters type shit.
All right, what's the next story?
Yeah.
So, actually, we are at time for our break.
Okay.
So,
Perfect.
I love the pre-scheduled breaks. It's so much better.
Yay.
Oh my god. Okay, well, we will be back. And we're back.
And we're back.
And we're back.
my fingers were not ready. And we're back.
And we're back.
And we're back.
And we're back.
And we're okay, so now we're back.
And we're back.
So we have a few more stories for you guys. We ended up burning a lot of our budgeted time on that stuff, but I think we talked a lot of good stuff. I think there was a lot of good stuff in there. So we're knocking a few more stories for you guys, just give you a little bit of updates and some other stuff. And so let's get started. What do we got?
So this is really in here because it's very interesting that in the was it the last podcast we talked about Microsoft and Discord and how
It's like 1 or 2.
Discord had said like, nah, we don't want to partner with you, and then they turn around and partner with PlayStation.
Yeah.
But didn't Microsoft want to buy
Yeah.
Discord? So Microsoft wanted to buy Discord, and Discord said no, but now Discord is partnering with Sony.
It
So
was some crazy amount, like 10 billion or something. Hold on, $12 billion. It was a $12 billion offer. Discord rejected it and then said, hello, my Japanese friends. We are going to make...
Beautiful money together.
I didn't... That was a little more Latino with your
it
accent.
was a very nice accent.
It was Rico Suave.
Not-
It wasn't stereotypical at all. It was very lover-esque. I feel very safe.
Hey,
Don't
Yeah.
do that.
And Discord.
Now I feel very unsafe.
I feel very
Welcome.
safe.
Sony made an offer they couldn't refuse.
That's good. Yeah, it's honestly okay. Partnership, I
Yeah.
get it. If Microsoft had bought them, they would have screwed the whole thing up. They would have
Yeah.
changed just like what they did with Skype. They would have bombed it. But now, Sony's gonna.
So now you're going to be able to. It looks like they're connecting Discord with PlayStation Network.
That's fantastic.
So you'll be able to talk on Discord while doing.
That's
PSN.
so cool. Because
Yeah.
Yeah,
isn't Discord like... I'm an
It's
old
like the
fogey.
number
I don't know
one.
jack shit
you know
about
we have a Discord, Kyle.
We got a Discord?
Why don't you join our Discord
Tell me
and then
that.
we can walk you through it?
How
Yes.
many things have we had you follow today, Kyle?
I need more. Give me more. Give me your AOL account and
Okay.
your Yahoo
So
subscription.
we have TikTok,
You gonna be
Reddit.
our friend on AIM too?
Yeah.
You have Reddit.
I got.
Are you
I
on
don't-
Re-
I'm not on Reddit.
You know,
You're not on Reddit?
Microsoft would screw it up just like Bill Gates screwed up his marriage.
Oh. Ooh.
Well, do you want to throw
Very
that in
soon.
there?
It's not even too soon.
'Cause-
It's very soon. I mean, yeah, it's a short story. It's not really consumerism, but it was all over Twitter.
Yeah.
What was
I saw
it? What was all of it?
Bill
What
Gates
happened?
getting a divorce, and it wasn't because of a penis pic or anything like that. With like what Bezos did. This is a very clean, very organized, very civil divorce.
Yeah, she found out how evil the man is after so many years and
What?
left.
What
It's very simple.
What evality?
Yeah, I don't know what's evil about.
He's trying to
Bill
cure
Gates?
malaria.
Yeah. He made a
Uh-oh.
machine that turns pee into water.
He made a machine that
I mean,
gives us
serious.
cat videos.
We don't need to get
computer.
into that right now.
Okay, that'll be. So when we go live, we'll keep that kind of stuff for the overtime show.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be good.
We'll have props.
Well-
Maybe
And
tinfoil
we'll have
hats.
chicken grease.
You'll have the chicken grease hour. That'll be the after.
Completing the Circuit podcast at night.
Oh yeah.
After dark. After dark.
After dark.
Oh god.
And then,
Ooh.
Kyle, you can do your dirty Latino voice.
Oh,
I wouldn't say it's dirty. It's very.
it's Rico Suave.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
very nice. It projects well into the headphones. I'm not.
When he starts with the,
I'm not gonna do it. It's gonna be very weird. Okay.
Okay.
That was. I hear a cat. No, I don't. Okay. So yeah, no, I think that's really cool, and I'm glad Discord took this move instead of getting bought by Microsoft. It's much. That's much.
Yeah, they probably get to retain all of their own IP and rights
Yeah.
and all this good stuff, and can probably make that 12 billion over time.
Exactly. And they continue to basically keep their customers happy while also integrating into more of their customers' base and possibly introducing to more customers. So they're just expanding their platform, doing the thing. They're doing it right. So just continue to do it, expand it.
Cheers.
I'm all for that.
It's making an offer you can't refuse. Oh, that's just a golf
I don't
clap.
know. It's just happened. Wait, this. Oh, that's
This
a
is
golf.
golf clap.
That's
No,
golf.
Golf clap is 2 fingers.
Oh, 2 fingers. Right. That sounds weird. I can't imagine how that's gonna sound on the. Okay, what do we got next?
Okay, so there have been new rumors around Elden Ring. So it looks like there was an image that surfaced. And it's really hard to take any of this seriously anymore because there have been so many rumors over the year. But so it looks like we're going to get an official trailer at E3, which they keep saying and it's never happened. But this year, maybe it might. And there's a little special thing going on over here.
What? Wait,
So
what?
it looks like Elden Ring is going to be in Game Pass.
Either Game Pass or Xbox exclusive. That's my birthday balloon. You put that back.
You did not deserve the right to touch it.
Dude, that helium has been in there for like 2 weeks. It's like it hasn't deflated at all. No. Is it going to be an Xbox exclusive? Not that I care. I care, but I
Well, we don't know. We don't know if it's going to be an exclusive, but we're thinking it's going to be on Game Pass at least.
my guess
But
is
we don't know.
that the person who faked that just forgot to put the PlayStation icon on there. Or deliberately chose. I don't know. I hope so. I would imagine. Are you on 4chan?
Apparently, that's where it was released.
Okay. Do not click that and have that show on the podcast. I don't know if you've ever been on 4chan before, but those ads are not.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about the ads.
Yeah, you don't want to go. We can't. We are allowing swearing, but if you've never been on 4chan with ad blocker off, well, that's
Things. Just things.
and
Things running at you.
oh, Kyle, you've missed so many things.
So,
Last week, Joey discovered what blue waffle was.
Oh.
I know you've seen those sick things before. I just wanted to, you should go look at that clip because it was disgusting.
Blue waffle.
Okay, we're not going to talk about it. Okay, Joey, I had this story for you. I thought it was very interesting because it's about the Matrix. I know you love the Matrix. But basically, yeah, they made the Matrix Online. And,
I hate to burst a bubble, but I already
He's
knew
gonna
about
pop their
this.
balloon.
how did you know about this? Why was I the one that put the story? I posted the story in the thing.
I know, but this is some old news.
Wait a second.
It's 12 years, and they're still keeping it going.
Yeah, I know, this is old news.
Okay,
a
for
second.
you. I was thinking, look, yes, Kyle.
We're talking about the Matrix GameCube game?
No, the online.
What's the difference?
The
What is-
the difference is
Because I remember the GameCube game, The Matrix, where you could play as, like, the cat is there. Yeah, it's great.
That's the cat. He's in my
The
shot.
attorney.
You're spoiling it, Kyle.
No!
It's a surprise.
Leave it out. Just forget what I said. Because I remember the GameCube game, you could, like, put in cheats, and it seemed very much like you were actually hacking the Matrix. So
Yeah.
this is completely different.
This is not that one.
Okay.
This is not that one.
yeah, but no, I knew about it.
I thought
Sorry.
this is cool because I think, you know what? Okay. The reason I think that this story is so cool, you got the cat. This is my cat. Hey, buddy. So the reason I think this is so cool is because, and I think there's a potential like avenue. Yeah, she's just the way she sees it must be very different because I'm still probably in the shot, but
The cat's head is probably your
Cat
mouth.
just is twitchy. He looks angry.
the cat's name is Key Cat. I didn't pick that name. We didn't think we were gonna keep him, and it was just a baby name that until like 2 years later, after we realized, oh, we're keeping this cat. We've just been calling him the whole time because we didn't want to name him. So, and Aaron just can't live with that. So the reason I think this is cool is because there's lots of products that have online services, and when businesses kind of say, you know what, we're done with this market, we're done with this thing, I think they should give the code out and let the fans, like when Halo 2 went down. Now, I can understand Microsoft wanted to re-release Halo 2 and stuff like that, but for something like this, I would imagine like Warner Brothers Games, which is who I assume owns this, they should have said, you know what, here's the server files, you guys can figure out how to manage this, you guys continue to run it, and Joey's throwing balloons.
Sorry, I didn't think it would be so
We're
loud.
devolving into a bunch of 5-year-olds.
It's after the break, so it's just falling apart. That's how it goes. That's how it always goes. We get a little goofy during the break, and then we come back.
No, but I love this.
You know, I think it's cool because there's lots of games like that where they leave stuff going on. Like an MMO dies. Like, okay, then give the files out. Then let the
Yeah.
people support the game for something that they love, that they effectively paid for 10 times over. Like if Blizzard, if World of War, not that it ever would anytime
my
soon,
God.
but if World of Warcraft went down, like that would be the first thing. Like, if I was in Blizzard, I'd be like, I don't care how much future money you can make. You have all these people that spent like almost 20 years playing this game. They deserve these files. They earned it. Let them continue to make the world what they want. We're just, as a business, not going to continue to put money into it anymore. That's my thing. Anyway.
Righteous.
Helicopter.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a very flighty day today.
This is.
We're very flighty
I
today.
feel like I'm in Compton.
You know what? I'm not going to embrace that one. We're going to look at Kyle, a late entry Kyle story.
Yeah.
Kyle wasn't in the podcast chat, so he wasn't able to submit stories, but we got him in now. So he was after, so this is a new story last minute. Game Builder Garage, Kyle, tell us about it.
I saw this today. The trailer for it. It was so exciting. If we could scroll down a little bit, you can see the person's finger right there in this shot. But just look at the first maybe 10 seconds of this video.
Okay.
Nintendo Switch.
Yep. That's their marketing material.
Click.
Oh, good. The audio still
Cool.
works.
Programming. What does that mean to you, Dom?
It means,
Control
I guess
stick.
that.
And
Why does it look like a poop?
drag and drop. Now.
That is not, I guess, for kids. That's
Yeah.
That's
It's
fine.
programming
That's-
lessons for kids. You
it
can
is.
control a little man by
Nintendo-
programming stuff. It's object-oriented programming with like a
It is
clever UI design.
technically object-oriented programming. This is true.
Especially after you see the objects. These are objects.
See, I
It's
love
object-oriented.
that's really funny. That's really awesome. I love this kind of shit for kids, not because they necessarily need to be interested in programming, but the objectivity, no pun intended, that it gives you of like understanding like it works or it doesn't work is something that programming will give you. And so this is true problem solving.
Yeah. Not only is it problem solving, it's a game builder. You get
Yeah.
to create your own games.
Yeah.
As this trailer shows, you can make
With guided
side
buttons.
scrollers, platformers. You can replace and overwrite and do for loops, while loops.
Oh god, if Nintendo
Oh
does a
my
good job with
God.
this, they're gonna kill it. This will kill.
Yeah. Just wait until you can see some of the examples that they've got.
Oh,
Bam.
If I had this as a kid, I would sit in my room. I know that there's going to be some obsessed kids out there that are just going to sit all day, every
Yeah.
meticulous detail,
Oh my god!
until they master it, and then they need more. Look
Bam.
at that.
You can create animations. You can create driving things, puzzles.
So this
Holy
is like
snap.
an easier version of Dream
Holy
for the
shit.
PS4.
Yes. This is this is a much more complex version than this.
It's Mario Maker expanded.
Yeah. Game Builder Garage. That's pretty cool. You know what? I'm gonna check that out. I may actually do a little live stream on that one just to kind of see what it's about because I love that kind of stuff for people. And there's a video I'm kind of writing a script for right now pertaining to like the learning processes and stuff like that, and I want to expand it into some stuff. That stuff is awesome. Thank you for showing that, Kyle. Thank you.
Oh,
You had a
man.
thing you did a
No,
hand
I just
gesture.
saw a little. He's driving a car. So compare. no,
All of a
compare
sudden
the
you're talking about learning, and you're like, wait, but he's driving a car.
compare the trailer where you're a little guy jumping around. Okay, basic, boring.
Yeah.
But then you can change your perspective. You got the top down. You got the car. Oh my god, I'm so excited because look, they've got a tag showdown in that picture. That's basically you can recreate Smash Bros.
Oh, they do. Oh my god, that's awesome. That's really cool.
Holy cow!
That is really cool. Yeah, no, we're just getting invaded today. The military is on its way. Okay.
We're gonna have to really wash this cup, by the way. Keycat was drinking.
He stuck his face in there?
No.
Yeah, I'm drinking.
Yeah, that's what he does. He's just
Kike.
he's having a good time. Maybe I gotta throw him I gotta do like an introduction video for him. He
And
has
based on the sensors that are built into the Switch, you could do tilt control too
Yeah.
to make new games. Oh my god!
yeah, you could do
Oh my God.
some pretty elaborate stuff, especially because now what's nice is because the Switch is on the go. It has a touchscreen. Like
Yep.
kids can just always interact with
Yeah.
this thing.
Yeah.
So it's a really
I'm
good
gonna
execution.
Get and build myself a game.
Do it.
Yeah.
Call it Joe Simulator.
Oh no, I already have a title for it.
Yo, don't you dare! Don't say it. No.
The Joe Show.
No, that's not what he's gonna say. That's not what he's gonna say, and we're gonna have to
He's
beep
not going to say
That's
it.
right.
We're gonna bleep it out.
Yeah, we're
Wait,
gonna.
who just said I'm not gonna say it?
You're
I
not,
did.
Yes,
I
I'm
am
gonna
telling you,
say
you are
it.
not going to say
because
it.
she's the one who's gonna have to hunt it down and edit it and beep it out. So you're gonna get pissed off at her because she has a process now that's streamlined, and you're gonna fuck that whole thing up, and she will just destroy you.
I don't know what he's gonna.
This is good. This is good, Kyle. You don't want to know. You
You
never.
don't know the word, Kyle?
I don't know what he's gonna say. He's gonna say it though. He's gonna.
No, he's not.
He's gonna,
You can say it after the show.
she's gonna find the.
Aaron, do you have any more stories left?
No,
We're
that
out.
is
Okay.
it.
Well, thank you guys
Well,
for
the
tuning
word
in.
is
Be sure to find us on Twitter at completing the C. Joey, we actually have a new Twitter handle, the CTC Podcast, because Complete Podcast was taken on Twitter. You will be able to. Joey will be running that particular element of Twitter, and obviously you can communicate with us through all the different handles on Twitter. But that one's specifically going to be for the podcast.
And
So you can find us
Instagram and Reddit
and Instagram and
all
Reddit,
those
yeah,
other places.
and Discord and all that stuff like that. We're gonna, definitely check that stuff out. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, and if you're listening to us on Spotify, hit the follow button, hit the review button on iTunes, and all the other stupid buttons. If there's a thing you guys can do that thing. That's there's so many things, dude. I can't keep a list
That's a
of
good message for
the
life.
90 things.
If you can do a thing,
do the thing.
you do that thing.
All right, guys, we'll talk to you later.
Do it.